You're like Tanner. And Tanner's energy is upbeat. It's happy. It's forever innocent, no matter, oh my gosh, I feel like shaky. He's so excited to see you. He's like, hold on. He's like, how do I put it? He's excited and he's talking to you and he goes, oh, I'm sorry I had to, he seems like, whoa, like, did you see that? Like, it just happened so wildly and he seems elated and lit up and his personality is so bright. He's got a big smile when he talks and he's like, he talks about how he had to leave you so quickly. He goes, I'm okay, I'm okay. I'm getting a visual of when I was next to somebody and their wife was like, are you dying of the cancer? And he like wakes up and his last word was like, it's not this. So he's like, he's clarifying, like, let's say we have questions about how he passed or like, was it this or was it that or was it this or what? He's like, no, it was this, like, wild, it was this. And yeah, I love his smile. Handsome boy. And so, man, I was like, what do you remember? He's like, sunshine. Okay, so let's say middle of the day, right? So he remembers sunshine. He remembers it was really hard to breathe. Listen, I'm not gonna, so much sunshine here. I've got to like put in the fact, like, it had to have been so suddenly, unexpectedly. There's so much sunshine. We didn't even expect to pass that day. It's like a delete. So that makes it tragic, especially when you're the mom, just like all of a sudden, super sunshiny day, and then you got to finish out your super sunshiny day without it. So there's like a awareness. Okay, I'm going to give you another analogy, okay? Let's say I'm working on something, and smoke starts filling the room. Headphones in, and by the time you open your eyes and look around, it's like, what? So it just doesn't seem intentional. He's like, and then he even said he didn't expect to go so soon. He says it was one thing lead to another, but it's like going and adventuring in a cave and not hi, Carla. It's like adventuring in a cave and not realizing the exit's getting blocked. So it almost seems like there's an element of like, oh shit, right toward the end, and you can't like back out of it. It was timing. I see you, and you had to pull the plug. Remember when I was like, what are you passing from? Is it the cancer? And he's like, no, it's not the cancer. And he acknowledged it being really hard to breathe. Sunshiny, middle of the day. He said he's sorry he had to go so soon. And then I'm like, and then it fills with smoke. And I'm like, what? How? Okay. Danielle would like to know if it's this year. Now I'm purely curious as well. Was this literally a month ago? He was sick, and yes, his lungs collapsed. How old was this baby? It was last year? Still. He seems like he looks at least 15. Okay, good. I was going to say, he looks at least 15. You start talking like he, like, was a baby with this lung problem. 24 with this lung. And then his smoke. Remember when I'm like, and then it just, like, pulls in out of nowhere, and I'm like, that's his lungs collapsing. Didn't expect it. Out of nowhere, I'm like, smoke fills the room. Don't even realize that it's going to happen. And by the time I pay attention, I can't back out of it. I'm too far in it. And like I'm catching my breath because of the smoke, but that's his lung collapsing. He says, I heard everything. And thank you for I'm surprised you still have a job after that. He asked, oh my gosh, I've never even heard of that, so I'm not trying to get nosy. He asked to be put on a ventilator. To answer your question, no, he wouldn't. I can't see that he would have woken back up. It hurts so hard to breathe. Yeah. Middle of the day, and it hurt to breathe, so we wanted a ventilator. And then he goes, my body followed suit. So one lung collapsed, then it was another medical thing that happened because, and then my brain ran out of oxygen for a second, and the 2 seconds it was out of oxygen, this, and then this happened, and then, so it's because, as soon as the ventilator had him stabilized, then once his body was relaxed, then other pieces started to decline. He goes, even a part that didn't make sense, like blood sugar. I don't know if I said this already. Does he know what caused it? His heart had blood clots too. Remember when I was like, is it the cancer? And he's like, it's not the cancer. Remember, you're like, does he know what caused it? What happened? He goes, oh my gosh. Sorry I had to go so soon. It was creeping in like smoke. And then, does he know what caused it? And then parts of his body started breaking down. And then you happen to say blood clots, and that is the theme with the last 3 readings. Is blood clots. He had blood clots in his heart. Blood clots in his heart, we knew nothing about it. Damn it. Too late. And he suffered from alcoholism also. He's in his own little world, mama. And then as soon as his body relaxed, plus he didn't want to go without the alcohol once he was under. So of course this chain reaction of wild would happen. Does he know what caused it? He tells me that the lung collapsed all by itself. Wasn't the first time his lung acted like that. Yep, your mom, an older lady. I can smell her from here. I know she's grandma. We ain't even playing. She smells like potpourri, for sure. Poofy white hair, glasses, grandma vibes.